Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Do let me know. Actually, I'm just gonna make an executive decision. This music feels too loud to me. It's not. I don't want to risk turning it down too much lower. Let me know if the music is louder than I am. Otherwise, we'll probably just leave it as it is. And I'm gonna be honest with you folks, I'm very tired today, and that is affecting my everything. So we're just gonna take it as we can today. I'm already here in my mining system. Been hanging out here for a couple of days, just making some extra cash. A little faster than colonization stuff does. And I didn't feel like moving my carrier this morning, so I think I'm gonna start the stream at least with some mining, and that might end up with me being quieter than usual because I don't know, mining is a very chill activity and there's not a lot for me to say about it. But we're here, and tired has been my default state since I became an adult, effectively. I mean, I've been depressed at least that long. It is what it is. I'm trying. I've failed. I've dropped the ball. I'm going to use that terminology. Like all of this past week. And I'm just trying to get back on the wagon of, you know, I get up at 6 because that's usually what happens. I'm usually awake at 4 or 5 unless I'm really zonked out. And I get up at 6, walk the dog, and then sit down and prepare to stream. And as long as I can hit go live, I'm good. I am thinking about like an actual schedule. And what that would look like, and I'm considering like one 7 a.m. stream and then a 7 p.m. stream, skipping a day and doing 7 a.m. again. And I don't know, that the thought of it at the very least really vibes with me, and I'm interested in toying with that idea. But right now I've got to settle in at actually streaming once a week at least. I'm getting there. I'm working on it. I may be a day late, but I technically have streamed one day last week and one day this week. Officially now. As long as I've hit the go live button. I'm going too fast. Here we go. Welcome to Elite Dangerous Mining. If you haven't seen it before, what I am doing is laser mining. And we are just going to fly right into this asteroid belt. This planetary ring. And the first thing I'm going to do is turn on my night vision, because that's always helpful. Deploy hard points, and I'm going to position myself in the direction I normally go, which is usually pointing towards the rocks but aiming toward a further point in the belt. And I'm just going to wait a minute and see if any pirates pop up, because every once in a while you'll get a pirate that pops in with you, and I like to turn around and pop the bastards. I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't exactly sitting with you doing troubleshooting of any kind, and it's just like you get to a point where if you can't make it work just turning everything down, then oh well, you know. The good thing about Elite Dangerous is it's just a very good game, and it can wait. It's not a subscription based. You didn't have to spend any extra money to make it exist on your computer, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. I very much enjoy Elite Dangerous, and I enjoy sharing it with people. because it's such a good, well put together space flight sim, and that is kind of an oxymoron in its own right. Because it's not an oxymoron, it's kind of a lie in its own right, because yeah, it's been a long-running game now. It's built on a long-running franchise that started in 1984, but over the years, of course, bugs have accumulated that just have never been fixed, and that just happens. There are absolutely better games out there that have been able to fix every bug that they can as they've arisen, but I can see reasons why these things do not happen, and I do not mind them. Once you get past the how do I say this word? I can't think of any other words that work. No, in fact, mods are not allowed with this game. They do not allow effectively any third-party software that injects code into the game. So like the only approved mod that there is the one that changes my HUD colors. The HUD here is normally bright orange. I prefer a nice red gamer HUD. And that's like the only approved third-party software that injects code into the game, because that's all it affects is the color values. There are a lot of third-party things that do some really cool stuff that do not actively affect the game itself. But they do not actually allow mods like that. So you're not going to find mods that fix the bugs, because they are not allowed. That just feels better. That just feels better not covering parts of my in-game HUD. But no, like, I couldn't even tell you what the bugs are that exist anymore, and I don't even care, because it's just like there's some little things that I might interact with once in a while. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a bug, I forgot. But just right there, I forgot that it was a bug. I forgot that it was something I had to care about, and that happens. A lot of people have just kind of adapted to the bugs as they happen, and a lot of the ones that still remain so rarely pop up that it doesn't fucking matter. So what I'm doing here, for those who are not aware of how Elite mining works, is I'm doing laser mining. So I'm mostly just scouring bits off of the asteroids and gathering up into the refinery in my ship that then processes them and puts them in my hold. But what I'm doing here is I'm shooting what are known as prospector limpets. They're basically programmable drones, and they will latch onto an asteroid and scan the whole thing and tell me what's inside of it. And what I'm basically looking for is I'm in a pretty nice platinum hotspot overlap. So I've got basically two platinum hotspots overlaid on each other, and I'm looking for anything that is platinum, anything that's platinum above like 20-25%. Now, a lot of the time in an overlap like this, you're going to get a minimum much much decently higher than 20-25, or you're going to get something like this, which is fucking awesome. So I've got two good rocks here, and now I just have to find the limpet on this one again and fly forward a little bit further. And then what I'm doing is I'm scouring this asteroid with lasers in order to scrape off the bits that I need. Whoops, slow the fuck down. Is I'm deploying collector drones that will fly out and grab these fragments and, as I said, deposit them in the refinery in my ship, which then processes them into processed cargo. And that is essentially how this works. There are other ways of mining. You will find rocks. I'm too close. This is why I have shields. Some people mine without shields. I would never. I I do vibe with No Man's Sky, but in like a limited fashion. No Man's Sky is one of those games I would really love to have like a weekly gaming group. At least, because I think you need to actually, if you really want to do what you want to do, you got to get in there more than once a week. But I would love to have a weekly gaming group for No Man's Sky and just like go in and do like the 3 dailies and then either futz around in the game or do other things. No Man's Sky, game I can't mention because it's currently boycotted. Final Fantasy 14, this, all games that I would love to have just like a group that I can connect with on a weekly basis and like get in, do some dailies, have some fun, and bug out. But I do actually prefer Elite Dangerous over No Man's Sky. And like No Man's Sky definitely has a better focus on foot ground stuff and much more so exploration. I don't like flying in No Man's Sky because I'm so used to the Elite Dangerous controls and how complicated is a word I'm going to use in depth. They are that flying around with largely mouse controls in No Man's Sky just feels like I'm playing with a fucking Fisher-Price tricycle. I don't know, does that make me feel... Does that sound a little elitist? That was not an intentional joke. Yeah, I don't like flying. Fisher-Price, my first starship. It's either the Radiant Dawn or whatever the fuck the ship is called in No Man's Sky, or it's a Sidewinder in this game. Or it's Daddy's Hand-Me-Down in Star Citizen, because it feels like you have to have generational wealth to even pick up that game. And then it's the usual shitty product that has so many problems that people just ignore because they feel like it's a status symbol, like anything rich people do. I wish there was a game like Subnautica that was multiplayer without mods. I hated finding out that they just like kind of gave up on multiplayer. 24% with some gold is not a bad choice. I like that one. Yeah. Both can be true. Both can certainly be true. I don't know. I enjoy Elite Dangerous. I enjoy that it's got a typically like a $40 price tag. I think the sale that had it for $11 USD just ended today. Lol. I only ever noticed the sales on Steam though. There's probably sales on the Frontier store that I don't notice. But man, when it goes on sale, it goes on sale, and it's so worth $11. It's so worth $40 even. But that is that is with the caveat of you have to enjoy your time in it and make it what you want, because it is very much a sandbox that does not hold your hand. I'm just waiting for Limpet Bits to pick up. Let's see if I can find another rock to scan. But yeah, I have a few games that I'd love to just have like regular time with every week, even in one day, because it doesn't take long to do dailies or weeklies even in some games, some of the games that I enjoy. Okay, so that's a good one at 44%. I'm gonna latch on to targeting that limpet real quick just in case. Nope, I completely missed that rock. Wow, it's just gone. Okay, goodbye. Enjoy the black. Yeah, I've never really been able to get too deep into games like Stardew. I mean, with the exception of when I had Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life on GameCube, and that really makes me want to get Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. Because I'd kind of like to go back to that nostalgia with some hopefully improved quality of life. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's a pixel game or it's top. I don't know if it's the presentation of it. I've just never been able to get into that. Maybe with friends. I feel like I'm at a point with my gaming, one moment, where I don't enjoy some of the games I enjoy anymore because I'm tired of playing them alone. And like, I don't think I'm going to lose that with Elite. I've always got a game I can't name because it's currently boycotted. Yeah, but the problem is actually convincing them to play games with me and making sure time frames work out, because adulting, being an adult, and you know, most of my friends are not unemployably disabled. or at least lucky to not be so disabled that they can have a job and thus don't have as much time. You and I do need to sit down and talk about like gaming and what we can play together, though. There's absolutely a thing, as I know you would probably benefit from that kind of thing as much as I would. I just have this fucking loop of like 4 games that I play, and it's hard for me to branch out. Not to mention, it's just kind of hard to be the person that reaches out a lot of the time, which I have to work on. I accidentally pressed the throttle up button. I gotta work on that because I need for various reasons to do more streaming and get back to creating not just streams but my amulets and my writing, and I've got a whole fucking document of magical items that I really desperately need to go through and edit so that I can put them on the document that people can read for free. Maybe not that, but I will absolutely, if a rock is more than 3 kilometers away. 3 meters? Where am I? 3 kilometers away in these asteroid belts, I will absolutely retract my cargo scoop, maximize shields, and boost into that motherfucker. Because that's how we cross the gap. YOLO mining. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. YOLO mining more applies to... I was going to say there are other ways of doing the mining thing as well. Usually, mostly to do with the other tools that are available. Like, the way I'm doing it, that is not enough of any of the things I'm looking for to go ahead and dig out. The way I typically do it with laser mining, I could also do like shooting off surface deposits that will occasionally show up, and there are like little subsurface deposits that you can shoot a missile at and get out of rocks. And then of course there is core mining, wherein you literally launch seismic charges into the rock, blow it up, and then shoot off the bits from the inside. And I feel like that applies more, YOLO mining applies more to core mining than it does laser mining. Laser mining is just We're gonna sit here and shoot some lasers at this rock for a minute. Okay, let's go shoot some lasers at another rock. It's a lot of slow, it's a lot of waiting, and it's super fucking chill. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it as a money-making method in this game. It is not my first go-to, but I tell you what, between doing trade and or colonization stuff, and bounty hunting, I think it's probably third on my list. And then otherwise, like, I am so not an exploration person, which means I'm missing out on quick, easy billions of credits because I don't have the patience to actually spend a lot of time traveling into deep space and scanning fucking bacteria. It is what it is. I got a slow grind, but I've already got my fleet carrier. I'm not that into it. It doesn't have to be a thing. You would probably really enjoy it. A lot of it is, if you haven't seen it before, the easiest comparison I can actually give is Voices of the Void. The way the radar works in that game, where you like ping and it tells you go in this direction to find the signal that you're looking for. It's very, very similar to that, actually. It's a little bit faster and more streamlined, but it's very similar to that. You jump into a system, you initiate your deep space scanner, and you look around for the signals of different planets and such. And then you go to those planets and you use what is called a detailed surface scanner to scan the planet, map it. And then you can further use the maps that you have gained from scanning it to identify locations and other signals therein that you might want to investigate. And that includes like geological features and, like simple life, simple extraterrestrial life. That's why they call it xenobiology, exobiology. And then you can go down to the planet and actually go to those things. So like exploration is hugely in depth in this game. And it's not quite on the level of like No Man's Sky, where you're going down and you're scanning every individual plant and there are animals all over the place that you can scan and identify and name. No, all of these things are known of and they have names, but you can go down and find them and you can get a pretty decent amount of money, because the game is not strictly built around exploration. It's really strictly built around making money and acquiring assets, and really your goal in Elite Dangerous and the Elite series in general is getting that coveted elite rank. This song seems so much louder than the other ones, so please let me know if it's louder than my voice. Ooh, that's a good one. So like for me, I do mostly trade. Haha, do. So I am Elite 5 in trading, and that is affected by like acquiring goods and selling them, which can be picking them up from a station and taking them to another station, going out and salvaging and selling what you find out salvaging to stations. That might actually affect exploration more. Or like I'm doing here, like just scraping platinum off of a rock and then going and selling it at a station. Hold up, I got a vibe for a minute because I didn't realize this was Escape from the City. This is such a good goddamn remix. I love Game Chops and all of the amazing artists that they work with. Follow me. Trust me and we will escape from the city. Follow me. Don't forget to hit that follow button. I just want y'all to know that I'm definitely, absolutely doing visual gags that would be at least slightly amusing if I were actually on camera, but I'm not, so you can't see them. This is just me in performance mode because I've been doing this shit since 2012 and I still have idiosyncrasies. How can I say that and not eccentric? I couldn't say the word eccentric earlier. I have all these little quirks that I'm still acting on from back when I was actively on camera doing shit. Autism, yeah, autism. It's also just being an idiot, which is a joke and sarcasm. But we don't understand that because we're autistic. Oh, shit. Just tap over to Blue Sky and there's just a big ass picture of a very colorful dodo screaming. Oh shit. Oh cool, I'm getting more spam mail to my fucking P.O. box. I love that. I love it when that happens. Okay, done with this rock, moving on. I need to get around this shit. I'm trying to keep this other hotspot location constantly in my vision because it keeps me going in a straight line, and if I don't do that, I will inevitably get turned around and end up scanning rocks that I've already depleted. And this just makes it more efficient to do it this way so that I don't get lost and waste time. Paynite, I said that platinum was primarily what we go for. Paynite, gold, and osmium are also very good things to look for. And so I've got this Paynite rock. Oh, hello. We don't want to shoot things right now, except with our mining lasers. That has 42% chunks of Paynite. Let me explain even what that means. So when you see these values on an asteroid, it means that the chunk of rock that you were blasting off the asteroid happens to have that much of that specific metal or mineral in it. So every 3 of the rocks that I'm picking up from this specific asteroid will process into 1 container of Paynite. I like these just like Elite Dangerous and chill streams because my brain can stop working and it doesn't matter. I can just sit here and vibe to the music for a minute. Have I mentioned I like Game Chops and they make good music? Or at least they enable good music. I think people in the operation teams of Game Chops actually are also musicians. I think there's a lot of people that are musically talented in the whole every stage of the organization. So right now, I'm programming a whole bunch of new drones because the rock hit a bunch of them and killed them. That happens. I have decided I want to do something with my layout here. There. This layout is old. I really need to get an updated overlay, but I love the work of Batclam of the Fierce Ferrets, and I don't want to just cast this aside. Even though I'm never going to ever list any of these listed things on my screen ever again because I'm fucking lazy. Oh, my slime chat isn't. Yes, it is. Never mind. I'm like, my slime chat's not working. Yes, it is. Fuck you talking about? Pay attention. Everything is fine. Nothing's exploding. Everything is fine. Things could be exploding. It might actually be fun if things were exploding. 7 Days to Die is another game, randomly mentioning, that I would like to get more friends to play with. But apparently there's been a really fucking shitty update recently. What do you mean it's depleted? Did I get turned around again? I must have gotten turned around again. This is exactly what I was talking about. I get turned around, and then I end up wasting a fucking limpet on something I've already depleted. Ooh, 56% platinum is nice. And another 37 with some gold is pretty good too. I'm actually getting a decent run this time through. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll go like 3 or 4 rocks without finding like a decent amount of stuff. Is it a bad thing that I'm proclaiming that I have good luck while listening to Lavender Town? Seems contradictory. Pretty sure Pokemon has already taken my soul, chewed it up, and spit it back out. Pokemon decided they didn't want my soul anymore. Which is why I have no interest in ever playing it ever again. I burnt out on Pokemon back in like Game Boy Color, Pokemon Silver and Gold. I got up to Mount Silver, beat Red, and said, okay, I'm done. Now I'm thinking about the Pokemon Pal World stuff, and that's just getting me mad, so I'm just gonna set that aside and not think about it. It's not an easy task, but I do not want to sour my mood right now. I'm still collecting things apparently. Whoops, I pressed the button. That happens. Okay, I need something a little less chill right now, I think. That'll do. Okay, what am I looking at? So that's garbage. And that's garbage. So let me scan something else. I didn't realize I'd scanned 2 actual useless rocks. It was just waiting for me to pick up things while I stared at useless rocks. I want to make a joke about how part of my job, part of my self-employment is staring at useless rocks, but that's really not the case. That is not enough platinum for me to care. That's enough platinum for me to care. And stop. Okay, what else we got? You look fun. No, wait, I scanned something else. It's up here. You're fun and close. Damn. I don't even have to move. Okay, I moved a little bit. This is some like this is some like welcome to late night radio where we're going to talk about how silly your mother is and whether or not we hate the government. The answer is we hate the government. This will be a tune that makes you want to dance at 3 o'clock in the morning when you really don't have the energy to, but enjoy it anyway. We'll be back shortly with how to make bread without getting out of your bed. Oh, what am I even doing? I've listened to enough Game Chops that I now recognize this song as a certain song, I believe, from Sonic 06. Can you feel the sunshine? Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Can you feel the sunshine? Wash it all away. I think if I ever did a karaoke stream, it would actually probably just be Sonic songs. Cause like, there's some really good Sonic songs with some really nice lyrics that are fun to sing. Like fucking City Escape. I feel like I scanned that one already. Let's look around a bit. Here we go. Oddly enough, I tend to find more good shit in smaller rocks. It's ridiculous. It doesn't seem like that's how it would work, but it tends to, in my experience. Ooh, 35 is good. What we got over here, though? Nothing. Lovely. That's usually how it goes. One good rock, one piece of trash. Come on! What was that? Now it feels like I'm in Costa del Sol. What the fuck? Fucking beach day samba beat. If I vibe any harder to this song, my chair is gonna break. That was fun. I never really like attentively listened to that song all the way through. It was a lot better than I thought it was. Now this is some kind of Mega Man shit. Yeah, Rock Band bass album. I love the Rock Band bass album from Game Chops. It's fucking awesome. Ooh, those look tasty. This is a funky song. That is a nice rock. Did I not launch my other... Oh, my other prospector fucking broke randomly. Okay, that's fine. Every time it makes that noise, I feel like I'm sliding through some kind of electrified goo. Yeah, it's not as good as the first rock, but that's not bad. We got 2 good rocks in a row. And stop. I mean it. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting, and it's starting to get uncomfortable every time I hear that sound. And you know what sound it is. Okay, no, my autism is having a bad time with that one. I gotta switch to something else. God, you know what? I need to sit down and listen to the Megas again sometime. That would be nice. I don't know that I could do that on stream. I don't know what their policy is. But I need to just sit down and have a time with the Megas. Why does my coffee taste like black tea? I did not like that. That was not the taste I was expecting. And the fun thing about that is it may not taste like that when I sip it next. So I can't just discount. I can't just discount it. But now I'm wary of it. I need my brain to stop playing tricks on me while I'm streaming. What the fuck? Oh, I'm loving this. Galite. That sucks. Ooh, gold, silver, and platinum? Holy shit. Literally a gold mine. Someday I'll have an actual VTuber model, and then y'all will be able to see me just bouncing along to these songs. Yeah. I need a nice little happy dancing, bouncing animated emote. I have so much shit to catch up on and redo. It all starts with the Throne crowdfund for a actual PNG of the fox that Zen Things designed. And the ref sheet to go with it. And then from there, I can actually look for like people that can appropriately update my current emotes into things with the actual fox character. That's actually a thought that I should note down. I also want to get an animated emote eventually of the fox shape-shifting. Like, just changing into a bunch of random shit and then back to a fox. That would be really cool, actually. Real emphasis on the fact that I am fox, but I am creature. I am not just fox. I am mostly creature and sometimes fox. What the fuck did I scan? Oh, that one. That sucks. It's a terrible rock. What about this one? They're all good rocks, Ed. I'll take that. I'll buy that at a high price. Or rather, I'll sell it at a high price. I'm getting that streamer luck, I feel like. I keep getting back-to-back rocks with exactly the same thing in just like different amounts. Or just straight up better amounts. And I'm really digging that right now. God, now I really, really do want just a little dancing emote of the fox. Ah, shit. Things that it'll take forever to fundraise for. Folks, if you would like to support the channel, there is, of course, the Ko-Fi link right there in the chat. You can also do !throne, and I have several crowdfunds that have to do with things I need, like as an actual person trying to do business on their own in a disabled fashion. And things like my character and ref sheet fundraiser. There's also a fundraiser for a new computer, which I would need before I ever even considered actually being like a modeled VTuber. This is a little too chill. I need slightly less chill. I do not need things from the chill albums. Get out of here, Mario and Chill 2. Or Mario and Chill 1. Let's say, is my shuffle turned on right? Okay, there we go. We're all filled up. I don't like Cass's song. Is that a hot take? I don't like the accordion song from the hot bird dude you find in Breath of the Wild. I can't even say that really because I'm not like into it at all. Some people are really into that fucking bird. And I mean, I guess I get it. You know what? I'm not surprised. Really not surprised, Briar. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either, to be fair. I think honestly, God, this is another toggle or something that I would really like to have, and I'll explain it in a minute. I think the other big difference is women. That would be cool if I had a little toggle where just like a fucking matinee light board that spelled out women would just drop down from the top of the screen. That would be fun. Women. No, that was not what I was looking for. That'll do. Like, that said, I also have just some like weirdness with that kind of stuff because like I get the pyramid head thing, and if it were just that he's not a woman, like there are absolutely women in those games that people really dig. The nurses do not do it for me. I do not care for the Silent Hill nurses. I don't get it. Maybe it's more of a monster fucker thing. I don't get it. I don't know if I would even call that You know what? I need to get off that topic. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into a topic that's going to have me saying monster fucker several times every sentence. Well, folks, we're going to have an ad in about 20 seconds, so make sure you get up, get a drink, walk around, stretch, take your meds, whatever the fuck. Be back in about 3 minutes. Did I time that wrong? Did I misunderstand? Was there just an ad already playing? Am I a dummy? I'm confused. Ad, it does still say ad starting soon. I'm so confused. I think I missed the ad. I think I saw that the ad was ending. Not... Wait. There it is. Okay. Okay. When we're back. What the fuck just happened? I wasn't tabbed into the game, and I pressed W via my mouse wheel keybind on my mouse, and it changed back to starting soon. So that's a thing that happens, apparently. Right, folks, as we enter the 8 o'clock hour, please consider taking some action in support of mutual aid. Whether that be online or whether that be making a plan to do something later in your community. We here at twitch.tv/Farinox do support the Direct Aid Streaming Project, which is a project that I founded to try and get more and more streamers to be directly fundraising in support of those in need of financial assistance. Of which I do count myself a part, even though I am not a DASP beneficiary. And we do daily mutual aid threads on Blue Sky, and hopefully sometime soon Mastodon and or Tumblr. And we would appreciate you heading to that site at bsky, whatever the fucking URL is, / the dasp.bsky.social. You can also, I'm pretty sure, use the ! DASP command in the chat to get a link to that. And if you happen to be on Blue Sky and feel so inclined to share the thread that we have posted for today, it is greatly appreciated. Every share helps. Every need within that we can get to 15 likes makes it onto a feed that everybody looks at, and is very helpful to any given person who's trying to gain some form of aid. Because, folks, if you don't know what online mutual aid essentially boils down to, it is people who have done everything that they can and have no further options, either due to having exhausted those options or just being disabled or chronically ill and not having otherwise energy to continue pursuing said options, and have resorted to asking strangers on the internet for help. It is incredibly helpful to these people that we do our best to at least share their needs and their asks, because there are people out there who can help. There are people out there who can spare a few dollars at a time to help them reach the goals that they need to be able to still pay rent or buy medicine, etc., etc. And that is a large part of what we are currently doing with the Direct Aid Streaming Project, is trying to enable the sharing of those needs and the interaction required to reach the people that can help and get those needs met. And it would be greatly appreciated, those hearing me right now, if you do happen to have a blue sky, if you would help us do that. If you would like more information, I believe the DASP command in the chat will also direct you to the Discord, which will have some channels that are publicly viewable that you can take a peek at to learn more about the project and what we intend to do in the future. I will myself be involved in future raid trains and fundraisers to help the vetted beneficiaries who have come to us to get that extra leg up on getting the help they need. Probably by doing things like trading in medicines and agronomic treatments in order to help systems that are in blight or outbreak get out of those system states, and just in a way that feels like helping people. Probably helping with drought systems as well by delivering water to those systems. There's some things that I can do that are themed more directly towards helping people in this game that I would probably focus on, that would still be within the gameplay loop of number go up. And that is probably the kind of thing that I would do during future DASP raid trains and the like. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future of things, but it all really comes down to us having enough people that are interested in making things happen to do so. So if you are interested in helping out and volunteering with the project, we greatly appreciate your presence in the Discord, where we can communicate and coordinate such things. I am too. I don't know if it'll happen exactly like that, but it would be nice. Nope. Okay, I'd already scanned that one anyway. Bork. The pupper is making noise. Okay, weird. Picked up everything we can pick up. I'm going to start moving towards some of these rocks. That's not a good one. God. I almost wish you hadn't mentioned that, but yeah, no. It's just there's an awful... This doesn't seem like the right word to use, but pandemic of people who still say that the red states of the United States fucking deserve the bullshit that we have to deal with. I don't know how to tell you that you have to care about other people. Includes caring about people who live in states with rulers that do not agree with the things that are good for the people in those states. There's just such a resounding lack of compassion in the human spirit these days, and it sickens me to my core. I don't get it. I don't understand what would make people act and speak like this. I don't understand how someone can do and say such hateful things and not even realize that they're wrong. There's a lot of people with a lot of power that actively do and say hateful things that know they're doing the wrong thing and will do it because that's exactly what they want to do. And there are some people that legitimately think they are good people and are doing little things here and there to help others, but then will blame natural fucking disasters on people who live in who they presume voted for politicians that want them dead. I will never understand. Hello, Haku. What a great time to join. We were briefly talking about the trend of people blaming red, as in ruled by Republican states in the U.S. for various awful things that happen inside them. The states, not the people. Sometimes inside the people too, to be honest. And I'm not gonna I'll just stop there. I can't think of the right words. I don't imagine it's picking up on the mic, but if you happen to hear the pupper and the noise that he is making right now, there is a command for that. It is, believe it is !dog. And it's kind of silly, so I do encourage the use of it. I have yet to add treats to the throne. I'm so glad I reread that command because I need to do that. Also, I need to fix a typo in there. I don't feel like doing that right now. I need to keep my pen and my notepad like near me when I'm streaming so that I can make little notes of things to do like the rest of the week when I'm just not streaming. I was like, this is something that I can do that's work toward improving the stream that I only do maybe once a week. Not to sound like a broken record, but I'm not surprised. What I love is that you do not specify the amount of pepperoni you consumed. And I think it's better left as a mystery. I said it's better left as a mystery. God damn it. Fucking rotating rock swinging around just in time to catch my fucking limpet. You suffer with this knowledge. I'm not suffering. You're suffering for not making a compelling story more compelling by withholding worthwhile information. I'm not fucking surprised. Like, they're not that different. Slim Jims are not good food. They barely qualify as food to begin with, but good lord are they delicious. Sometimes you just need a Slim Jim. I can't even say anything, because like, when we were going to the food bank the other day, I stopped at the Dollar General next to one of the food bank places we go to. And I picked up a 2-pack of Slim Jims. I did not tell my father that the Slim Jim that I ended up with looked like it was not sealed and not necessarily in good condition. I horfed that thing down like it was the only food in a desert. So this is just another thing Briar and I share. Oh, I need to get an actual Slim Jim that probably isn't expired or contaminated sometime soon. God, no, he'd love it. He would be amused. He would be amused. Cause it's like I've always been one of those people that's like, I don't do anything important. I don't have interesting things to share on stream. There's no real point in me sharing like my day or doing like a daily vlog or anything, because I don't do anything exciting. And the truth of the matter is I don't do anything exciting most of the time I'm at home. But then I have days like that where I accidentally buy a contaminated Slim Jim and then don't think about it. Look at it. Actually, not thinking about it. Looking at it, recognizing that it's probably contaminated, and fucking consuming that thing regardless. You don't know what a Slim Jim is? Slim Jims are what could be referred to as beef sticks. They are a certain brand of beef-like, jerky-like sticks. No. It's not imagine meat that isn't meat but is still meat. It's imagine what you would think of as meat, imagining what it would think of as meat, imagining what it would think of as meat. Snack sausage. But no. Slim Jims are a very, very specific phenomenon. Because, like, you can get snack sausage in various different forms that are much better than Slim Jims. But Slim Jims are their own thing. And I think the only reason I really consume them is because I grew up with that fucking snap into a Slim Jim commercial. Fucking those days in the 90s. Would snap into a Slim Jim was a fucking slogan. Slim Jims are to beef sticks and snack sausage what LaCroix is to flavored water. I'm actually way too tickled by that statement. Holy shit. Yeah, that's what people that eat them tell you. I'm a people that eats them. The same way that people that drink LaCroix think it's actually good. There's some kind of drug. There's some kind of chemical in it that turns the frogs gay. I mean, makes you think that it's, like, worth eating. I don't like spicy water. I greatly enjoy spicy water. Give me some fucking Clearly Canadians. That is the best flavored carbonated water that exists in the whole goddamn world. Sorry. I'm very passionate about Clearly Canadian. Oh, fuck. Ew, zero sugar anything's awful. Especially if it has aspartame in it, which directly goes to your kidneys and liver and destroys your body. I'll never forget finding out about the story of the milk companies trying to sneak aspartame into milk, but not putting it on the label, like trying to convince the FTC or the FDA to allow them to sneak aspartame into milk. Specifically, like milk intentionally intended for children. God. I'm gonna say no, and I think we all know the reasons why I would never bother reading an article by PETA. They will continue to deny it for all of time, but I'll never forget the stories of them stealing animals off of people's fucking porches and euthanizing them. Fuck PETA. Please do not read things to your father that would make him drive off of the road. I think that qualifies for anyone who regularly drives anywhere with their parents. It's like seeing what his tolerance is. You worry me. To echo a certain statement. I don't even need to add a comment to that. That's just a good, yeah, yep, yep. Good shit. Well, this is gonna put me to actual sleep. I need to change this fucking song. Fucking late night Animal Crossing shit. Man, I keep finding all this Galite. Why don't I have titties yet? What? That is an example of a thought that got away from me. It ran straight to my mouth and right out. You have to stop telling this story because it makes me hungry every time. I need to get into the settings of my slime chat and figure out how to make it ignore bot. Automod got you so fucking hard. Wait. Don't take that out of context. Well, what do you expect when you type the words "I'll kill you"? I will approve it as soon as I'm done with this rock, but still, holy shit. Like, dude. My friend. I'm gonna regret having permitted the term "I'll kill you." I should remove that, actually. Actually, I am heavily second guessing that action. Hold up. Automod settings. Where's permitted terms? How do I get to permitted terms? Permitted terms and phrases. Yeah, let's remove that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, let's be smart and not allow people to say that in my chat. That would have been a mistake. I've never been hate rated, and I don't expect it to be a problem. Although I do not think I actually properly have Seribot in my chat, and I need to fix that. But I definitely do not want people to be able to just come into my chat and say, "I'll kill you." 12% platinum is a garbage number. %19 platinum is also a garbage number. Come on now. Does my streamer luck run out? What garbage have you sent me? You haven't yet. Fuck it. I'm in a drought. 21%'s fine. 47% with some gold is better. After this today, I've got to go finish the like 9 amulets that I need to mail. Add the anchor rings and such, and put them in bags. Oh, I hope I have enough bags. I should still have a box of them. That should be fine. I need to get that done at least, and get them packed and labeled, so that I can buy the labels and take them to the post office. That one's real close. We're just gonna go ahead and move over to it. Yeah. We laugh about these silly jokes, but actually if I had the means, I would totally make like fucking rock candy amulets. That'd be fucking awesome. With like corks, with like bubble gum disguised as corks. That'd be fucking cool. They'd be infinitely more fragile, but it would also be really funny to see somebody just bite down into a glass bottle. I need to learn how to make the fucking trick glass they use in movies for that kind of shit, and make like actual candy amulets out of it. That'd be really fucking cool. Okay. Yeah. That is cool, actually. I love that Automod is set up to catch that. Vibing. This is another song that will put me to fucking sleep if I don't do something about it. I love the Samus and Chill album so much. I need to make a Game Chops playlist that has none of the Chill or fucking Splatoon music in it, because good lord, I do not need to be falling asleep on stream. Okay, well, let's listen to Bone Arc Madness instead of things that are going to put me to sleep. I saw a meme from like Fallout. A game I should not be naming because it's boycotted. That was like, you have recovered from radworms. You were afflicted with radworms. And then somebody was like, day in the life of RFK Jr. Oh shit. Okay folks, I need your help because we're coming up on 8:30. I don't think I'm gonna make it more than 2 hours today. God, I'm fucking tired. But help me spot the like 60-second warning for the next ad, and when we spot that, I will snooze it and get prepared to raid, because I missed it last time I streamed, and I don't want y'all to have to sit through an ad right before I fucking leave. So do me that favor if y'all can. You happen to be looking at the chat. Yay! If only... But you have 15 likes? It'd be nice if it had 15 likes. Hey folks. Like Mutual Aid on Blue Sky. Because when it gets to 15 likes, it like actually goes somewhere that matters. And people can see it. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna be patient, which I know is not in character. I love I love that the song said what after I said I'm gonna be patient. Be right back, I'm done. You ever cough so hard you get lightheaded? Woof. What the fuck was I saying? I said I was saying I'm gonna be patient and back up and wait for this shit to get picked up. And then that happened, and by the time I was done dying, it had all been picked up. Somebody fucking clip that, please. I need a clip that's not me in flesh tuber mode. I need clips that are not me in flesh tuber mode. Because I swear to God, the last time somebody did one of those shoutouts that shows a clip, it was the fucking Dick Sauce clip from back when I would play Rust. I'm like, fucking hell. Talk about things I do not want in my clips. Showing up in my clips. Yeah! Dick Sauce. No. Definitely not that. God damn it. Fucking Briar testing the limits of my auto mod every fucking stream. I don't have a problem with people saying penis in my chat. Why would it block penis and not dick? That also should be clipped. That was a funny time. I gotta look up something real quick. What is your fucking name? God damn it, streamer mode, show me their fucking name. Good old Twitch streamer Frozendoll, back in the days when I first met them. I fucking misspelled that. Pop joined us for a session of Rust. The very first time I'd ever... Oh, that's really unfortunate that they're playing Minecraft, which is currently under boycott. The very first time I'd really met them, and we were playing Rust. Allowed them to join our session. And they'd ordered Chinese food. He had ordered Chinese food, and when his delivery got there, he screamed, "Where's my fucking dick sauce?" Or just, "Where's my dick sauce?" And that is memorialized on my stream now. It's probably one of my most viewed clips. Shame I have to publicly shame him for playing a game currently under the BDS boycott, but good dude that I would in fact actually like to find time to hang out with more. Unfortunately, we do not play a lot of games that each other enjoy. I have not. I'm kind of locked into YouTube Music. I don't use Spotify and haven't for a long time, mostly because I have a YouTube Premium subscription that I'm maintaining. Simply because I literally cannot exist on YouTube with ads. And so we are actually listening to all this wonderful music through YouTube Music right now, which has served me well, and I've not had really any problems with. So I don't really, I have too much reason to need to keep my YouTube Premium, but hearing the good things y'all have had to say about Deezer is awesome. Shame about the nuts, though. Hello, Zero. What the? I am not. Sequest? It sounds like something I should know. I have no idea what the fuck that is. I am fucking tired and probably will not be live for much longer, but I'm so glad to see you and that you were able to swing by. You can tell I'm getting tired because I'm not speaking high enough to keep my voice in the yellow on OBS. Roy Schneider was captain? Underwater Star Trek? Yeah, I don't... that's fair. I was more into Hanna-Barbera and Kiki's Delivery Service probably when it was a thing. You only got up 30 minutes ago. That is fair. I only got up 2.5 hours ago. Doing this whole thing where I stream first thing in the morning. God help me. Damn. This is a really good song. Yeah, it has been a while, Zero. I've been meaning to actually reach out to y'all. You and, name that escapes me right now. And let y'all know that I've been feeling better. Because I know for a while there I was basically just saying, I feel too bad to talk to anybody, so please... So thanks for checking in, but goodbye. Let's go in this direction. I'm trying to get to a point where I'm able to reach out more, because that's going to end up being a thing I need to do more often. But it is so good to see you. I'm so glad that you are awake and hopefully also doing modestly well. At least not terrible. There you go. Not sick. Not sick is better than otherwise. It is a step toward good. And that is all that it needs to be. Okay, this is great, but it's also still Zelda and chill. I gotta do some work on my playlists. I gotta get the chill stuff out of. Oh, Katamari. I gotta get the chill stuff out of my playlists because I do not need it to be putting me to sleep on stream. Waiting on food. Yes, same. All I've had is a couple of pieces of toast and a hard-boiled egg. And that was like an hour and a half before I needed to take my med that I was supposed to take with food. So I probably did that wrong too. I need to get some like Nature's Own granola bars or something to keep in my room, or some Slim Jims maybe. Probably not. To like keep in my room for when it's time to take my meds. I know for a fact though that I will snack on them throughout the day if I do that. So I need to get like a safe or something complicated to open to make me not constantly be eating them. Wait a minute. I have an itch to listen to something very specific. Cool. That doesn't scroll down any further. Oh. Fuck it. Let's just listen to this actual album then. Because I need someone to tell me I'm smart today. That's fair. That's fair. I have a you are a smart ass. I need to get another hard drive for inside my computer because currently I'm playing most of my games off of a USB 3 external drive, and that is just not smart. This is great timing to say that. Ooh, yo, I am crashing. Yeah, we're not gonna be going for much longer. Gold and platinum is good. Gold and osmium is just as good. I'll take it. Yes. I look forward to the day. Also to the day when you get a decent desktop. Whoever fucking... Laptops are not for gaming, I'm sorry. Laptops are not for gaming. I'll tell you what, Briar, though. Like, literally the computer I'm looking at as an upgrade for this one is around $800 from fucking CyberPower. So, like, shit. Why did I do that? No! Okay, it didn't override the one I'm looking at. Thank God. Shot another prospector that I didn't need to shoot. Whoops. Whoopsie. Ooh, clicking the wrong buttons. Oh, no wonder I'm not picking up things as fast. I'm missing some collectors. Well, I might as well see what's in that rock. Garbage. Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what? One moment, I'm having an existential crisis. This is a nose hump dumping zone. You say that. You say that, but look at what this nerd made me do. Look at what this nerd made me do. Yeah, there it is. Can't even see the whole name because it's so damn long. I can't make this go away. Briar, I don't know that I've actually made this clear to you yet. It cost me real money to do that. It was money that I had already spent and had actually already accumulated. But it is true that it cost me money to do that. Yeah, so couple to a few months back now, they released Colonization. And so, yeah, you can go out and claim a system for about 25 million credits. And then you have 1 month to complete the initial station that you place, which is easy enough to do. A person can easily solo a small outpost or a Coriolis space station if they have a large enough ship without a carrier. And some people can solo, or at least with a little bit of help, build a Oculus or whatever the fuck station. But you have a month to build your first station, and then your claim is locked in, and from that point on you are the system architect of that system and can place whatever the fuck you want wherever the fuck you want. You know, within the selection of things that you can place. You can't place like a fucking Thargoid. I will say it's been a lot of fun. I've been kind of just fucking around, and my system that I've actually built out to a certain extent, and I'm working toward finishing, is not optimized at all, like fucking agriculture stuff on an ice planet. I don't have to explain shit. It's the surface station on an agricultural planet. Clearly there is some form of animal husbandry happening. We're eating the space horses. This is your fault, Briar. You made me eat the space horses. You made me produce the space glue. Oh, you got a cackle out of me today. What the hell? Alpacas, fuck them. Do not actually fuck the horses. Bronies know what they did. I said it once, I'll say it again. Bronies know what they did. Don't. Speaking of bronies, and if this is the last conversation I have this stream, I think it's warranted. I fucking found Mike the Microphone on. I found Mike the Microphone's Twitch channel again recently. just that statement. If you know, you know, right? Probably one of the artists in that community that I don't think there was ever a real problem with, and I certainly never heard of one. I might actually seek him back out and watch his stream again, but that was a thing that happened. I used to watch a hell of a lot of mic to microphone back in the day. Back in the day when most streamers were streaming on livestream.com. Does anyone here remember that? There's at least 2 people here that should be old enough to remember that. Back in the days when people were doing charity marathons on Ustream. Oof, Ustream. Okay, that is clearly the end of my mining because my inventory is full and I only have 2 limpets left. So we're going to throw out those 2 limpets and get ready to head back to my carrier. And I think that is actually good. The fact that I managed to complete a 2-hour mining session during a stream is fun. Fun times. Good stuff. It gives me time to pack up and figure shit out. Okay, so it says I've got unallocated shit. Let's see what I can do about that. What's in here? Well, I can dump that silver. And do I still have a bunch of shit spinning around me? Yeah, I do. Then let's dump, say, 6 silver. That should empty. That should empty my limpets. Wow, Zero. This violence in my stream. How dare you? Come on, folks. The bat is only reserved for Nazis. Come on now. It's okay, Briar. I fully expect you to annoy me in other ways throughout the day. Nothing will be missed. Hell yeah. If there's an action worth celebrating in this world, it's killing Nazis. Watch me get a fucking... I love that my phone vibrates right then. Watch me get a fucking warning from Twitch for saying that. Oh, good. People are taking money from me. Money that I really need to not be spending on other things. Yay. That's life under capitalism. Well, folks, I can tell my energy is running low because I am just not talking and not really driven to do so. So let me see who's live and who I might be able to send us toward. It looks like Brother Sabathius is still going, also streaming Elite Dangerous. So I'm going to forward this lovely chat room. Hi, Tiberius. Welcome. Great timing. Shit. We're gonna wrap up today. We're gonna wrap up here because I feel like it, and we're gonna send the raid over to the vaunted Brother Sabathius, who is a well-known Elite Dangerous partner and generally awesome dude. So please enjoy. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you the next time I stream, which may very well be next week. Y'all have fun.